I've had Klee since her initial release all the way back in version 1.0 Genshin Impact, and she has rarely left my team since. Klee has been pulled by many for her adorable looks, her bubbly personality, and her ability to make the world burn. However, she has also been disliked due to her clunky attacks, difficult gameplay, lack of good damage, and how quickly she dies. While there is some validity to these arguments, they are also just wrong. With a few simple techniques, Klee can go from a clunky nightmare getting tossed around like a volleyball to the biggest bully in Teyvat. While her basic attack string is slow, there are a number of ways to negate this issue. An extremely effective and easy way to accomplish this is to speed up her charge attack animation with an auto attack. While that might sound hard, it's as simple as tapping and then pressing and holding the attack button. While you do have to wait for the charge attack to finish before you can begin the next normal charged combo, the background footage demonstrates when you can start the next attack string. The only restriction is doing it too early, so if you have trouble, just wait a bit longer. You can also jump to cancel the end of the charge attack animation, though it really only helps for repositioning. It will completely cancel her charge attack if done too early. Klee also has a tendency to attempt to fly when she jumps near enemies, so I personally don't like to jump cancel unless I need to move closer to a defenseless enemy. When it comes to Klee, experimentation is the best way to learn. So I would recommend trying out this simple technique either in her test run when she comes back around, or just by putting her on your team and blowing up innocent citizens from the safety of Mondstadt. While normal attacking into a charge attack greatly increases damage per second, or DPS, Klee will still run out of stamina eventually. Her Ascension passive, Pounding Surprise, helps out with this a lot. When her elemental skill Jumpy Dumpty or her normal attacks hit opponents, they have a 50% chance to make her next charge attack do extra damage and not cost stamina. This effect is denoted by a little golden clover floating around Klee. There are several normal attack cancels that don't use stamina, such as Machine Gun Klee, Single Attack Jump Cancels, and Double Attack Jump Cancels, which leads to the misconception that Klee is difficult to play. While these are relatively important when Klee first released, the game has been out for over 2 years, and a very important addition has been made: Kazuha. Another big misconception about Klee is where to use her. Many people believe that Klee, like most other Pyro units, should be played with Hydra units like Xingqiu and Yelan to create the Vaporize reaction. However, unlike many other Pyro units, Klee's damage is evenly split across her normal and charge attacks, elemental skill, and elemental burst, making the occasional damage multipliers that Vaporize provides not nearly as effective as they are on characters who can consistently vaporize big hits, such as Hu Tao with her charge attacks. Since Klee also provides a lot of energy from using her two elemental skill charges as well as her Ascension passive, Sparkling Burst, she has amazing synergy with what is commonly referred to as a mono pyro team. With the addition of Kazuha, putting him and three characters of a single swirlable element, such as Pyro, on a team together has become much more powerful due to one of Kazuha's Ascension passives buffing elemental damage based on Kazuha's elemental mastery. However, monopyro teams in particular are even more synergistic than most. The team is typically Klee, Kazuha, Xiangling, and Bennett. Xiangling has high energy requirements, but due to Klee's good energy generation, Klee Monopyro is one of the few teams where Xiangling can get her elemental burst back reliably without having to build excessive amounts of energy recharge. Both Xiangling and Bennett have constellations that increase pyro damage, which Klee can take advantage of. Also, the entire team can use Bennett's elemental burst. Klee uses it for the healing and attack buff. Xiangling's elemental burst can get the attack buff for its entire duration just by casting it while within Bennett's circle, and Kazuha can use it to affect himself with Pyro so that he can consistently swirl Pyro to buff the entire team further. Also, in addition to the amazing synergy between these units, Kazuha alone solves many of Klee's problems. Kazuha's elemental skill often staggers enemies, allowing for a safe switch to Klee, which then allows you to stagger the enemies with their charge attacks. Kazuha's elemental skill also pulls in the mines from Klee's elemental skill, allowing Klee to get her full damage off more consistently. All of these synergies aren't just for show either. Klee Mono Pyro is a very competitive team, despite many people writing it off in favor of more traditional teams, such as Vaporize, which doesn't play to Klee's strengths. Kaching Mains, a popular hub for theory crafting, has a Klee guide with several different rotations. I tend to use a variation of rotation number 3, but Klee's rotations are flexible due to her having multiple charges of her elemental skill, which can be used to quickly restore energy at the beginning of an Abyss Chamber. Dainsleif summed up a Klee monopyro team perfectly in Klee's collected miscellany. AoE pyro damage. Klee is often viewed as clunky, difficult to play, and below average, but her best team, Mono Pyro, is actually fairly comfortable to play as well as competitive. Klee has a unique kit, but instead of making her bad, it just makes her different and often misunderstood. While not everybody loves Klee's playstyle, hopefully this guide helped to clear up some of the common misconceptions that cause many people to give up before they even give her a chance.